just wrapping up a morning of working here on the property and introducing a second phase of our YouTube channel, which is our process in converting our property into a small homestead and a sustainable property that we can live off of and supplement our food and eat more healthy. So little history is that we started this back 2 years ago, and well, it didn't really work in how we tried it, because what we discovered is that the builder, when he built the house, brought in some pretty nasty soil, and we were fighting up a hill battle. So as we start this, we are basically starting from the beginning, and I'm going to walk you through what we've done to regain the property and our future plans. So come on along. So for our house's water, we use a reverse osmosis whole house system, and part of that is it flushes out the yucky water and keeps a tank full of 99.9% pure water. Well, we had to use that wastewater for something, so we established a banana circle, and that's what's right here. And you can see that the water comes in. It actually just finished filling and has all seeped back in, but this is our compost pile. Yes, there's some weeds in there, some grass that we're going to dig out and turn it over. You can see we have 3 different types of bananas, and we have pineapples that are going to surround the circle. And we also have a moringa tree here that got hit by the last frost, but you can see it's actually growing back nicely. And actually the frost is going to have done us a little bit of a favor, because now we're going to have a multi-stem tree rather than it was a very straight, tall and skinny. I hadn't really topped it the way I should to keep it where we can actually reach the amazing healthy leaves that the moringa tree has. So in this area here used to be our beds used to have pineapples and dragon fruits and just a lot of different things. And what this area is going to become is an aquaponics garden. So it's going to combine fish for protein, and then mainly leafy greens and tomatoes and peppers, things that love to grow in aquaponics. And then we'll also use the fish water to feed raised beds through wicking beds and various other methods for sweet potatoes and some of the root vegetables that don't necessarily like aquaponics. So we have an 1.5 acre property here, and my son and I, this is what we were actually doing this morning, was we just took the well water and extended it out to the back of the property so that we can get irrigation during the winter months out to the trees and the other sections of the property that we are expanding. So our house here in the Estates used to be orchard land, and it actually has old irrigation water controlled ditches that separate the property, and we're working on filling those up with compost. But here in this section here, this is going to be eventually our animals. We're going to be introducing chickens and ducks, and potentially rabbits as well. Rabbits for possibly meat, but mainly the amazing abundant amount of compost that they create to help take care of and convert this very sandy, very used up soil into nice, luscious, compost, healthy soil. Welcome to the beginnings of our orchard and our food forest. Eventually this section, our goal is to have it to where it is pretty much a permaculture environment. The first steps are to get some trees. We have a star fruit. We have I'm going to mess this up, but it's a jabotica. My wife calls it the funky berry tree because the fruit's along the stems when it gets taller. We have a long wait for that one to go, but it's going to be amazing when it's there. We moved a lemon tree, a Meyer lemon tree this year. Not sure how it's going to do. It's kind of yellow, kind of concerned that it's not going to pull out, but it was worth it moving it because it wasn't doing anything where it was. We have an avocado tree. We moved our dragon fruit. They got hit by the frost and actually regrew, so we salvaged what was there. And then we also have a blackberry which was hit in the frost as well, and a fig plant or fig tree that the frost took to the ground. But now the one benefit of the frost is that it has now become a very full, very dense fig, rather than what was before was a 3-stem fig plant. So we're looking forward to actually getting future figs from this in abundance. So for irrigation, obviously in the winter months, one of the nice things about Florida is that we have beautiful, cool, but dry weather. And so we do need to have some supplemental irrigation out here. And what we've done is we've taken a 1-inch flexible tubing poly pipe and have run it all the way from the well to points where we have set up hose bips. And then what we're going to eventually do in the next phase of this is, before this is covered up, is I'm going to put and run irrigation sprinkler heads out here that will be able to water this section, but it's built in a way that can be expandable into the back of the property, but also well, if it springs a leak, it's a very easy fix. So that's the update of our property. Now it's time to go drink some fresh juice inside in the air conditioning.